4 signs before catching a big fish. The key is you might not understand them. Every angler dreams of catching a big fish for excitement, and the sense of accomplishment from the struggle is truly unforgettable. Unfortunately, big fish often enter the fishing spot very stealthily. We are easily distracted by the small fish disturbing the spot or ignore the subtle changes of the float. It's only when the line breaks or we see a big splash that we realize we've missed a huge one. In fact, before a big fish enters the spot, there are often traces in the water. If you catch one of the following 4 signs, you'll have a chance to compete with a big fish. Today, let's talk about these key signals. 1. Small fish suddenly become extremely crazy. Usually, when small fish disturb the fishing spot, changing to a hard and sticky bait or a strong-smelling bait can usually ease the situation. But if you find that the small fish in the spot suddenly become extremely manic, rushing around in the entire water layer, and frantically snatching whatever bait you change to, this is very worthy of vigilance. It's highly possible that a big fish is swimming nearby. The reason is simple: small fish are naturally afraid of big fish. When they sense a big fish approaching, they will behave abnormally due to fear, fleeing, and snatching food frantically. At this time, don't get annoyed or change the spot, an opportunity has come. Immediately switch to a strong tackle, use a leader that's 1 to 2 sizes thicker than usual, and change to a larger hook. Adjust to a running lead to stabilize the float so that it's not easily dragged away by small fish. Wait patiently and focus on the float. The more crazy and chaotic the small fish are, the closer the big fish usually is to the spot. The next bite is likely to be a heavy and complete submersion of the float. 2 small fish disappear collectively without warning. What's even more noteworthy than small fish disturbing the spot is their sudden and total disappearance. 1 second the float is bouncing wildly, and the next second it's suddenly with the float not moving at all. This abnormal silence indicates that a heavyweight visitor has come to the spot. There are 2 main reasons for the collective disappearance of small fish: either crabs, shrimps, etc., have entered the spot, or a big fish has entered the area. If there are still sporadic fish bubbles or occasional splashes on the water surface, it's very likely that predatory fish such as catfish or snakehead have entered the spot. Their activities will cause small disturbances. If the water surface is unusually calm, like a mirror with no waves or bubbles, it's most likely that a big fish, such as a large grass carp or carp, has arrived. Big fish enter the spot with steady movements, and the sense of oppression from their size will scare away the small fish. They themselves swim slowly around the spot to test, and the process is very quiet, resulting in the silence of the water surface. 3. A dull plopping sound comes from nearby. In waters with plenty of aquatic plants and reeds, you need to be sharp-eared. If you hear a crash, plop sound near the fishing spot, within a few meters or more than 10 meters, and the sound is dull and thick, different from the light sound of small fish jumping, you need to concentrate your attention at this time. This is usually the sound made by a big fish swimming, turning, or brushing against obstacles in the aquatic plants. Big fish are large in size and strong, so the sound they make is deeper. The duller and thicker the water sound, the bigger the fish is. A crisp sound is mostly from a fish of ordinary size. At this time, don't stick to your original position. Cast the hook and bait towards the approximate direction of the water sound, and let the bait fall naturally or drift towards that area. Big fish in complex waters are extremely vigilant and usually won't easily leave the cover to swim to the center of your fishing spot. Taking the initiative to deliver the bait to the edge of their activity area makes it more likely to be found and eaten by them, thus increasing the success rate. 4. The float shows slow and steady movement. The most easily missed float signal when fishing for big fish is often a slow and steady change, such as the float rising or sinking very slowly by 1 or 2 meshes, or moving sideways a short distance unhurriedly. Many people mistakenly think it's due to the current, uneven water bottom, or the hook and bait getting stuck in the mud. They either lift the rod casually or just ignore it, resulting in missing the opportunity. It may be that a big fish is testing the bait. Big fish, especially carp and grass carp, eat very cautiously. When they find food, they won't rush like small fish. They will first approach, gently touch the bait with their mouths, rub the bait in line with their bodies, or even circle around to observe. Only after confirming it's safe will they suck it in. Big fish have strong suction, so the movement of testing and sucking is calm, and the float signal is slow and steady. Therefore, when you see the float rising slowly, sinking slowly, or moving sideways slowly with an amplitude of more than 1 mesh and at a slow and steady speed, this is the signal to lift the rod. Lift the rod firmly and quickly to set the hook. The time window for big fish to test is very short. Once they confirm to suck or give up and leave, the opportunity will slip away in an instant. Catching big fish depends on luck, but more importantly, on observation. The above 4 signs are all important signals that a big fish has entered or is approaching the spot. When you go fishing in the future, seize these details, wait patiently, and judge carefully. You can greatly increase the chance of fighting with a big fish and experience that excitement personally. The sense of accomplishment from catching a big fish and the satisfaction from observation are far better than catching many small fish. Author profile: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and let's exchange fishing skills and discuss every bit of wild fishing for anglers. Give a like, collect, and follow to avoid getting lost in the next update.